Hey guys, here with a quick Q&A. Today's question comes from NY Sportsman 2, and his question is, do you think the Mets can honestly be World Series contenders next year with the Phillies in their way? My answer to that is yes, I think they can, but the Mets have to do a couple of things. I mean, if you think about it, forget about 2009 for a second. In 2007 and 2008, the Mets missed the playoffs by one game in each of those seasons. So they had a good team. They didn't have a terrible team. This year, the team was terrible, and a lot of that was due to injuries. So if you look at next year, and let's just for a minute, let's just say that everyone's going to come back healthy. Let's just say that Reyes is going to be fine. Let's say that Beltran's going to be fine. Let's even say that David Wright's power numbers will somewhat return to what we've seen in the past. Right there, you have your core. Let's say Santana's going to be healthy, and he's going to be Santana's going to be Santana. I think the Mets have a few things that they need to do. They need to get an all-star caliber player in either left field or at first base. It would be nice if they had all-star caliber players at both of those positions, but in order to compete next year, I think they need at least one at one of those positions, and we've talked about that before. The Mets are also going to need another top-notch starting pitcher. Someone to go behind Santana and really be that 1-2 punch, similar to like what the Phillies have with Cliff Lee and Cole Hamels. They really need that at the top of their rotation. So, I don't think that the Mets are that far away. I think that if they can get an all-star caliber player in a position spot at either left field or first base and get a top-notch starting pitcher this offseason, and they also have to shore up their bench. That's a key piece that I know a lot of you guys know that about that, but a lot of people don't really talk about, and that's their bench. That's their role players. They've really struggled in that department the last couple of years, and I think that that's a key too. But I don't think that the Mets are that far away from being a playoff contender again, but they have to go out and they have to make some decent moves this offseason to get them back up there, and they also have to stay healthy next year. So is it possible for the Mets to compete for the World Series next year, even though the Phillies are in their division? Yes, it is, but they have to make some key moves this offseason in order to get back to that level.